Susan? Susan, hello? Calling on some commercial space. Hello, Susan. Want to give you a rent check. Hello?
Hello. Sorry, I had to get the UPS guy. Yeah.
No, not at
How can I
all.
help you?
Hi.
How can I help you?
I'm looking at commercial space here. Transmission Court. They call it the
That's
Shipley
yeah,
Shopping Center.
yeah. I actually have my office in there for 43 years. I manage part of it for years, but do all the leasing. But how can I help you?
The laundromat, the coin laundry, I am interested in talking lease terms if and when the space becomes available. That's what I do, Susan, coin laundries. My partner and I have been in the business almost 20 years. I've got stores in 3
Okay.
states. And look,
Uh-huh.
there is a coin laundromat there, and that's why I'm intrigued. I'm always looking for space with infrastructure. And
Right.
frankly, we scout these coin laundries. We look for a good footprint and frankly poor operating procedures. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but if you had your
Oh no, I have
offices,
nothing to do with it. I know I can get to the actual landlord because I do all the leases, but he was there before. He did his own little deal with the manager that died way back. But I can get back to you, and if you want to just text me your email, I actually have a lot of experience. I've done 3 laundromats, and through the years, I'm licensed broker in commercial as well as residential and businesses. So I'm happy to see what I can do because we would love a better run one there. We get so many wonderful people from Airport Square. It's embarrassing how this guy runs it, to be honest.
well, thanks for pointing
But
that out. And like I said,
yeah,
I mean, if you had your office physically there for X number of years, you probably see not how to operate the place better, but how it's been poorly run. And again, I don't know the operator. I don't deal with these operators. I deal with you,
you don't want
i.e.,
to. You want to take over.
I
Yeah,
deal
yeah.
with you,
It's
i.e.,
all
the
about
landlord's agent, or I deal with the landlord directly. So
okay.
before we go to the mattresses and start emailing, just my thing is a minimum 15-year lease. We'll do
Okay.
3 or 4 or 5 years. We're happy to go as far as 20 because again, we're going to blow out the existing equipment. The F&E has got to go. We're going to put new equipment in, and we have a leg up because the infrastructure is there. Bringing the
Right.
consumers
You
back.
want me to take pictures of what it looks like?
I've been in this laundromat several times. This isn't a cold
Okay.
call. We're not looking in a
Oh,
phone book for laundries, or I wouldn't have called you. So,
okay.
like I
Very
was
good. That's good notes. Yep.
like I was
Okay.
saying, it's an equipment-based business. You said you've dealt with 3. Does that mean that you've brokered 3 deals on selling the locations?
Oh yeah, all the different ones. Yeah.
Sure.
Hmm.
Well, to be crystal clear, I'm not looking to buy this location. I'm not looking to provide key fees. Just want to talk long-term lease.
Well, that's all that's an option because this is a trust in a family of multi-generational, you know, inheritance. So it's not. It's a cash cow. There's no way. If I could tell you, I wish I had a dollar for everyone that asked me that. But it's a small, good old-fashioned mindset in a little town, and it works. But I will absolutely embellish what you would like me to do. And
Well, I'm confused now. You said that a lease is probably in the works, but I'm not digging for information. Is this a separate
I'm
entity
not
that?
saying that. A lease is the only option if he would. I can't. I mean, you're catching me a little inopportune with my timelines that where I'm going. But I will be honest with you. I can help you. I have a very comfortable relationship with the owners, and I certainly can get the information for the landlord. We know each other in passing, but we've never really chatted because he hardly comes in.
Sure. So,
So
Susan,
that's
when you
all.
say owner, that's here's a simple question, as simple as I can put it. Is the operator of the laundromat also the landlord?
No,
Okay.
that's why
Two
why we're
separate.
confused because
Excellent.
I didn't
Thank you.
mean that you were
Two
going to
separate
buy it. Yeah.
entities. Love it.
Yes,
My
yes,
interest.
yes, yes.
My interest is in a long-term lease. I've never communicated with the operator. I don't know what the entity is, but you've told me it's a separate entity from the landlord. So we would love to discuss lease terms. We're going to try to beat you up on that rate of rent because it's a laundromat and will be very different from your current operator, the tenant, because we'll be influxing brand new equipment. It's a few
Right.
$100,000, and our debt service on that equipment is frankly astronomical.
And I'm familiar with all that. That makes perfect
Good.
sense to me.
Supply chain
Yeah,
issues
I'm,
being what
I'm,
they
I'm above,
are.
I'm a step above the crowd on that one. Yeah, you got it. I'm totally on board.
Is this your
And that's
wireless
why we
number I'm
need to
looking
be
at?
talking. Yeah, just
Okay.
go ahead and
Why
send
don't
them.
you text
Now,
me your
I have
email
some,
address?
these,
Why don't you text me your email
no,
address? And
I will when I am running late now for someone waiting downstairs. So I'm gonna have to, I'm serious. You didn't say, did I have a minute to talk? So I, I really have to go now, but I will give you undivided attention when I have it. But right now, I really didn't want to be rude and not talk to you, but I, I can't get into any detail. I can text you my email, but I can't even do it this minute because now I gotta run downstairs real quick, okay?
we're going to get along fine.
Okay, thanks for the
Bye-bye.
bye.
Please, God. Please help me.
I got it. I got the notes.
Look,
Can you hear me?
every word. I think that was my sister.
Really? What makes you say that?
I'm being facetious.
I figured you were.
You know, a couple bottles of wine at Thanksgiving to kill the pain. Listen, dude, God bless her. She answered the telephone.
Mm-hmm.
She took everything that was being said for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is a cold call in many ways, right? Because Susan doesn't know us. She doesn't know me from Adam. And all I'm trying to do is spit out what we do and how we do it and why we want the space. And it started with her answering the phone and having me on mute. Do you remember that? I know it was a long time ago. And I'm going to get to the nitty gritty and the meat of this call, but it's hard not to understand the person who this landlord puts in place to handle this. I mean, rewind the tape. Here's the thing. She answers the phone and she says, nothing. I'm like, Susan, hello? Oh, sorry, I was dealing with the UPS. Okay. Thrilled that she answered the telephone to begin with instead of making us leave a message. Then wouldn't let me say a word, just kept talking over me endlessly. Oh, yeah, I get it. I've done 3 laundromats. Okay, what does that mean? But
Right.
Susan is the gal that we are going to deal with. Here's the thing. You put a horrific laundromat in front of me that is still operating. And I think part of the reason, again, there's some psychology involved. I think part of the reason that she wanted to hustle us off the telephone is because she really doesn't know the disposition of this lease. You follow?
Yes.
She doesn't know. They might have, look, let's back up. The earth cooled, the dinosaurs came. If this operator marched into her office or the landlord's office 6 months ago and signed a long-term lease, they would be in the catbird seat. At least no one like us could come in and take away their business. I doubt that they did. So all of the issues going on here. Number one, it's always exciting when we get somebody on the horn. This laundromat can certainly be yours, but there's nothing decided between man and beast until you are losing money, bleeding ink, etc. So this is a cold call where we got in touch with the right person. She said I can talk to the landlord. Wonderful. I will wait for. She can't even text her email address because she's so busy right now. She's got people waiting downstairs. Okay. She's on her way to an evening gown party. Any questions for
I
me?
didn't quite understand. I didn't quite understand her comment. She said we've caught her at the opportune time, yet she says she doesn't know the landlord himself, only in passing. Did you catch that?
I
I didn't
didn't.
quite
No,
understand.
she knows the landlord. She leased the space from there for 22
Right.
years. She said, so she's the. I don't
The
know.
whole opportune time, I don't know what the hell she was talking about there, but I got you. I've got the
None of
notes
this.
here.
None of this has to do with her. The big picture is this: you found a horrible laundromat with oldie. It's not the worst store I've ever seen. Far from it. It's certainly not the best.
Right.
You know, the
Right.
out of order signs, the poor operating procedures, the wood paneling. It looks like the Brady Bunch in there. Good for you.
Yeah.
Don't lose sleep. Don't start
Very
patting
well.
yourself
Yeah,
on the
well,
back. This is not your laundromat quite yet. When she sends her email address, I will send her an email and I will CC you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep scouting.
understood.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Live. There it is. That's why you sub, so you don't miss these lives. I don't know when I'm going live. You don't know when I'm going live. Thanks, Susan, for being you. Subscribe, get the course, do the stuff. Adios. On to the next.